Traveler, The Man in Red, Chapter 52. Bro waved at them as he entered the Shadow Proclamation Precinct and Vault, and the trio of time travelers continued up to the common area of the 2222 Triskelion. The first area of the Triskelion, the Man in Red was staring at his watch, reading, is the Judon Precinct. That's where Bro is headed.
And in the vault is a CHRONARCH device.
Jade reminded him. The stranger in the scarlet winced, trying to change the subject. Up ahead, where we're going, is the main platform, common area. Overhead was a tremendously large, ever-changing mural, which occasionally revealed true outer space. In the distance, one could easily make out Jupiter and Saturn. Around them, people of every age, and even alien races, float around the three misplaced miscreants in the spaceport. Busy, busy. Valentine struggled to keep up as he gazed around at alien lifeforms he had never even dreamed of. A group of women who looked like cats, a small horde of cyborgs. Was that a talking tree bickering with a squid? The Man in Red snapped his fingers. Keep up!
So, this CHRONARCH device...
Jade continued. The Man in Red pointed at Valentine, then at Jade. Him and you. Last time you got a hold of a CHRONARCH fob watch, I died. And it was his fault.
Last time?
Jade demanded.
What do you mean, last time?
Valentine's eyebrows collided. My fault? The Man in Red ignored their questions. So, I don't want either of you anywhere near the damn thing. Which is why Bro is going in by himself. As for us... You want to know what happened last time? He stared at Jade. Then his dark scarlet eyes slid over to Valentine. Your fault? What the hell am I talking about? He looked back and forth at the two of them. Let's go. With that, the madman in vermilion turned on a heel and proceeded to keep typing on his watch. Keep up, he demanded. Jade and Valentine followed. Madame Tissat's run-down building was lit on either side by both torches and industrial neon lights. The effect was gaudy spooky, scary on a budget, without the ability to ever achieve darkness due to the industrial megalithic lightning hundreds of feet overhead. The entrance wouldn't ever live up to the voodoo hype it promised. A sci-fi-tron, the Man in Red opened the door for them. Is nothing more than a fancy technological device which amplifies psychic abilities.
Okay.
Valentine shook his head in disbelief as he walked into the foyer. Jade and Traveler followed. Inside, the walls were covered with intricately embroidered oriental rugs. The air smelled of lilac incense. Delicate bells highlighted beads which hung everywhere. The floor was nothing but giant pillows and one small table. It took a moment for Jade's eyes to adjust to the darkness, but she eventually noticed that sitting cross-legged behind the table was an old woman. The elderly matron then motioned for the trio to take their place in front of the table. The Man in Red sat first, noting, Madame Tissat is a mute, so please be patient. Valentine sat down, followed by Jade, as the old woman gently placed something which appeared like a crystal ball on the small table. Valentine commented, You took me 200 years to the future to visit a fortune teller? There's a gypsy that lives down the street from me. The Man in Red shot Valentine a glance that silenced his complaining immediately. Madame Tissat motioned for Jade and Valentine to place their hands on the crystal ball, known as the sci-fi-tron. They did so, and the gypsy followed suit. Nothing happened at first. Not until the accidental Time Lord was instructed to add his hand as well. He did, and the moment his palm touched the crystal ball, an explosion of energy enveloped the room. It was a whirlwind of bright light and sound, glowing particles swirling around randomly, passing in and around and through everything. After several moments, it faded. Madame Tissat had fainted, the strain too much. Valentine looked around expectantly, seeing Jade with her eyes wide.
That was weird.
Jade noted.
And pretty, but I don't remember anything.
Valentine agreed. Me neither. The man in red remained quiet.
Is she okay?
Jade asked after the unconscious old lady. The stranger in the scarlet zoot suit said nothing. His eyes were... Valentine shook him.
Hey, pal, what's the news?
Abruptly, the madman in crimson bolted upright, his eyes glowing a dark purple, and he looked down at Jade and Valentine.
Want to go hijack a vault?